1:55 to go, 3rd and goal. Johnson under pressure, on the run, has room. Popped out of bounds around the 6-yard line. Orlando Ruff put the hammer down.
Well, there's that courage. And down here, you got to do it. You got to throw your body in at this point, especially on 3rd down.
And you can see the grimace.
I tell you, and that's almost like a brain freeze when you drink an icy eat ice cream too fast. That kind of looks like what that feels like to him. Whoa, and he goes down again. Whoa. That's a woozy guy. I'll tell you, you got to admire his courage. You absolutely have got to admire his courage. He was looking for Larry Centers. We talked about Larry Centers being invisible in the passing game, and he was looking for him that time. He was well covered by linebacker Gerald Dixon, and that's why he had to pull it down and take off and run. But, when you've got a situation where you're on the goal line at the end of the game and you got to score, that's when the quarterback has to take the lick. And give credit to Rob Johnson for throwing his body in there.
There is a flag. We'll get the call from Tony Carante. When you saw the woozy Rob Johnson, quickly Alex Van Pelt had bolted onto the field and then was kind of waved back by Johnson.
There is no foul for late hit out of bounds. However, holding defense number 47-42. This penalty will be assessed 5 yards, automatic, first down.
Wow. That was 3rd down. They were going to have to go for a field goal, and now they get another set of downs. And, I like the decision to let Rob Johnson play this out. Let's take a look at where this hit occurs. That's a good hit. That's a legal hit. A little bit of hang time on Rob Johnson, but his head hit the ground, and I'll tell you, that's another scary thing. He flies through the end. Watch the back of his head, just the back of his head. That's where he got knocked woozy. But I'll tell you what, he has earned the right to either finish off this drive or not. Look how dirty his jersey is. Playing behind an offensive line with some rookies playing, some young guys with a left tackle with a bad knee. And yet here they are with a chance to go to head. Rob Johnson has earned the right to finish it.
A 1:47 remaining. 1st down and goal to goal. They're going to hand it off up the middle, close. Travis Henry. Well, Chargers say a fumble. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Team that started 0-4, Buffalo, and won last week and now on the road. Look at this, 79 Reuben Brown. Their Pro Bowl guard clears the way. And look, that's a great job by the rookie Travis Henry. Look at him reach it out with one hand. Now, right now, he's already down.
Touchdown, right there.
Yeah, no, it's already down. By the time the ball comes out, he's down and that ball is over.
And 4 points it is. 24-20 Buffalo with 1 minute 30 seconds remaining. Good kick at the 2. Jenkins up the middle at the 20. Jenkins at the 25-30. Ronnie Jenkins at the 40. Ronnie Jenkins at the 40. The 35-30 and tackle from behind by the man who kicked it, Brian Moorman.
That's what we were talking about. Don't discount the kickoff return. The way he got that was he started with a middle return. The entire protection team, all 10 blockers were right in the middle. Ronnie Jenkins got up in there. Buffalo's coverage guys squeezed it down, and then he broke out to his right. Look, he'll start right up the middle. Now all the Buffalo's guys converge, and then he breaks it out to his right after he sucks them up in there by making them think it's a middle return. And I'll tell you this, that you got to give that kicker, Jake Aarons, credit. It'll be a face mask, but I don't care what you have to do. I mean, the kicker's not supposed to tackle Ronnie Jenkins in the open field. I don't care if he grabs his face mask, his shoelaces, or throws a rock at him. You know, you give Jake Aarons a lot of credit for what he did right there. But this sure changes the dynamic of what Doug Flutie has to do.
72-yard return. You tack on the flag. And just like that, Trevor, my goodness, Flutie with the 2 timeouts and 1:19 left is sitting pretty at the 13-yard line of Buffalo. Four wide receiver set. Fletcher, the lone back. He flushes out. Flutie escapes. The little man on the run. Flutie fired. Touchdown! Game ball in hand. 13 yards. Doug Flutie, 6th career rushing touchdown, and his first since November 12th of 2000. Extra point. The snap is away. The kick is good.
My goodness.
Oh, what a classic. 27-24 Chargers, 1:10 remaining. Now remember, Rob Johnson has moved this team very well, Trevor, in this second half of play, but has no timeouts in his back pocket.
You know, Doug Flutie just ducks and the storm washes over his back. I think he was a bit surprised that no one had a hold of him when he took off running. But he'll just duck right here. That's big 91 Sean Price, takes a swat at him but doesn't catch any cloth. And Doug says, hey, I'm still on my feet, and there we go. And that is classic, magic, Doug Flutie, pixie dust.
You know what? He didn't have to throw it. He had the pixie dust this time on the shoes.
I've seen him do that. I played with him in New England with the Patriots. You know, he did something like that against the Colts, I remember, years and years ago in the late 80s. And so, you know, he still got it.
Wade Ritchie from the 30-yard line, boots away. It's a high floater taken inside the 10. Nate Clements on his feet at the 30. Clements at the 35 and works his way to the 36-yard line. Buffalo with good field position with 1 minute, 2 seconds remaining.
And now no timeouts. Remember, they took their last timeout on that touchdown drive at a critical 3rd and 5. It was a good time to do it, but now there are no timeouts left. At this point, they can't really work the middle of the field. Maybe the first play, but now they've really got to get the thing to the sideline.
And Junior Seau, no surprise, after a couple of series of rests here in the 4th quarter, has come on the field nursing that sore groin. Hang on. 1:02 left from the shotgun. Rob Johnson has running room. Heads to the sideline. He wants to stop the clock, and out of bounds at midfield. 54 seconds remaining. Now remember, you don't need the touchdown. I mean, if you want to just get to overtime, you get the field goal opportunity.
That's right. And keep in mind that Jake Aarons kicked the game winner 46 yards last week. So he's got some range, and he's proven he can kick it under pressure, even though he's a young guy.
That's a great point. Arians, as you mentioned, 46 yards with 1 minute 3 left to beat Jacksonville. You know what Greg Williams said to us? He kept telling him, you're going to get another chance. You're going to get another chance, and he sure did.
That's when he missed 2 earlier in the game.
Johnson again, flushed out, runs to the sideline, and out of bounds at the 46.
I like this. His guys are covered. He's not trying to force it in. He's chipping it down the field. He's getting to the sideline. 47 seconds to go. He knows that it's about a field goal. It's not about forcing the ball for maybe a touchdown and maybe a pick. And Doug Flutie, once again, his fate is no longer in his hands.
2nd down and 6. Flags are down. Rob Johnson in trouble, and whistles will stop play.
Prior to the snap of the ball, false start. Offense, number 84. 5-yard penalty remains. Second down.
Reggie Germany, a rookie from Ohio State. Whistle for the flag.
That's almost a good thing because Johnson was going to get tackled in the middle of the field and time was going to burn off the clock. Right now it's really about time since they have no timeouts left. They can still at this point throw the ball deep over the middle, run up and spike it.
Johnson, shotgun, wants to throw over the middle. Oh, Circa's catch at the 26-yard line. The tight end, Remersma. Thank you. 25-yarder. Oh, and he's down.
They've got to be careful here. Okay, 26 seconds to go. The problem is in the last 2 minutes, if an offensive player goes down in this situation, they could run 10 seconds off the clock.
Yeah. Well, he took a shot as he flipped over, holding the midsection.
Game clock.
Well, he was completely helpless as he was bobbling that ball.
Please reset the game clock to 16 seconds.
They ran the 10 seconds.
They're going to run off the 10.
That's because they have no timeouts. They would have charged him a timeout.
Going to bring him in.
That's very interesting. That's a conservative call because had they run a play, if they take a sack, then they're probably out of his range. There could be an interception. Instead, they're saying, look, we're going to go for it right now.
You know what? They're going to mark this at the 44. This will be a 44-yard field goal. The placement will be at the 34. So officially a 44-yard try.
And Jake Arians last week, 1:03 to go, kicked the game winner from 46.
Now let's see if the Chargers would use a timeout to ice him. They've got 2 if they want to use a timeout. This would tie the game. 15 seconds left. Jake Arians. Flutie looks on. Good snap. The kick is away. Blocked! Wow.
This ball has to come out low because it's a 44-yarder. And the guys up there get it just on the top 3 knuckles of their fingers, and that's all you need. Almost no reaction from Doug Flutie. I'll tell you, it's amazing, though, that with all the give and take between these 2 quarterbacks, Rob Johnson knows he did what he had to do. He drove them down with no timeouts left in the field goal range. He's not kicking the field goal. You know, he can just drive it down there. That's all he can do. But it's amazing that all the give and take between these 2 quarterbacks with all the soap opera stuff going on, all the subplots and the plots, it came down to not the quarterbacks at all. It came down to the field goal block team of the San Diego Chargers. Now, how ironic a finishing is that?
7 seconds left. Flutie will take a knee.